are live. So now we need to know if we have audio. We need to know if we have, well, if we are actually live. We need to know if we're going to get anybody in here. We need to know. We need to know things.
If we are actually live.
Good audio. Good audio. Awesome. All right. Now let's see if we can get anybody in here. Oh, Lordy, how's it going today, people? So, let us. Hey, who's that? Is that? I don't know who you are. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. How come we can't turn? There we go. Oh, that almost worked. There we go. God damn. I can't work the goddamn thing, Fat Pat. How's it going? Max Force, how's it going? So, Max Force, did you hear that that dude from California, the tech guy, Mitch McConnell, pulled his funding, $8 million worth? How about that? I don't remember who he is. The dude running against the spaceman. Ugh. Pull this big ass fucking cord out, and I'll be honest with you, I don't fucking need it. It's good? Good. Good deal. Good deal. I'm hoping TC Boggs shows up. I got some stuff. Now, I tried to call BOC, but he didn't answer. But he did. He does have a funny as fuck greeting. Then he went and, I don't know, he said that he was going to block everybody a while back because he kind of got butt hurt because everybody was fucking with him. So I don't know if he did or not. So anyway, like and subscribe, would you? Like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get the alerts. I mean, a neat little cup, fucking metal straw. It's kind of cool. I did not buy it. It was given to me. I do not know if it's worth it, and I do not know if the company being advertised on there is worth it yet either. Nothing about McConnell surprises me. He has long been exposed, and yet he retains power in the Senate. Yes, he does. He's a piece of fucking shit, for sure. For sure. So, how is everybody doing? How are we all doing this fine Sunday? I realize there's football on, and a lot of people will be watching football. I don't have a goddamn, there's TC. What's going on, TC? I got some stuff. I'm going to give you a fucking aneurysm in this video. Okay? You're fucking, the blood vessels, well, we all know what an aneurysm is. So just hang out. We're going to get to it. We'll get to it. See if we can pull in some more people, to watch. But you're going to enjoy this, TC, I guarantee you. Me and TC, we get along. We talk some heavy duty shit to each other. But it's all in good fun. I like TC. Yes, indeed. Joey Eyeglasses, how's it going? Don't do it. He's 400 pounds. Team Tiny. I love that steering wheel. Yeah, I do too. The neat thing about this steering wheel, I've said it before, the reason I got hooked on these white steering wheels is the last company I actually drove for as a company driver, I drove a 379 Pete. It was blue. One of the previous drivers had taken and done the interior in blue. One of the things he did was put on a blue steering wheel. Well, I don't know if he got it from secondhand store, or Goodwill or what, but the blue was wore off on it except for some spots, and it was white. Now, whenever you put the truck in the shop and get the truck out with a normal steering wheel, and the trucks we had leather wrapped steering wheels, and you'd get on there and your fucking hands would be black, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Every time you had to, then you'd have to wash the steering wheel, could never figure it out, never remembered from shop visit to shop visit, truck go. And then sometimes they wouldn't tell you the truck is going in they'd just pull it in the shop when you weren't working, and they'd work on it, and you'd come in and all of a sudden your hands would be all black. It fucking drove me nuts. But that truck, it was white underneath the blue. So it was kind of a transparent blue, but then it was white underneath. While all the blue had worn off, it was white. And I learned right then and there that white steering wheels rule, because when the mechanics get their grubby, greasy hands all over a white steering wheel, black grease shows up on white really good. So I love the white steering wheel. All right. We're probably topped out at about how many people are going to be in here. So we will get into this. Gus, how's it going? Please just don't hate on the Jews. My people have suffered enough. Well, I'm sure AK isn't in here, so yeah, he won't. There won't be any Jew hating going on, I guess. What's up, Terry? Where's your cat? I haven't got it yet. I've been worried, fucking dealing with my own truck. Fuck. And besides that, I know that I'll never get you hired because you're loving where you're at now. Adam, I don't know you, but you're welcome. This is mostly just people I've known for a long, long time, Adam. Oh, I know Adam. How's it going, Adam? I think I know Adam. Adam, do I know you? Are we having a nice sunny day today? Okay. Well, what the hell? Well, because you like too much where you're at. Okay. Uh huh. Yeah, NFG, Adam. That's kind of what I figured. No, I'll give you a wrench too. I don't really know you that well though. If you start deleting people, I didn't want this to wind up like fucking James Best channel where everybody got a wrench. I wanted to actually, but it looks like it's getting that way. All right, so let's check it out. We're gonna give fucking TC an aneurysm right now, because I've been thinking a lot about what we talked about yesterday, and I actually tried to call BOC just a minute ago, and of course he didn't answer, and probably, I know he ain't fucking church, and I know he ain't watching football, so there's no fucking reason for him not to answer. A while back he went on this pity party and he blocked everybody. So maybe I'm blocked. I don't know. I don't know why I would be. I never done nothing, said nothing bad to the guy or about the guy. Just in fun. But who knows? So he didn't answer, so because I was going to get the lowdown on this. But since I don't have the lowdown, I'm just going to talk out my ass, because that's what we do on YouTube and in fucking he's sleeping. Why the fuck is he sleeping? Anyway, that's what we do in NFG and on YouTube. We just talk out our ass. So, but I've been thinking about this. Okay, so long time ago, let's just say. Okay, well, let's start here. Let's start here. I've been telling you guys what a real owner operator is for like years now, and no one wants to believe me. It's like, oh, no, I'm an owner operator because I own and operate my truck. No, motherfucker, you're not an equipment operator. You don't run a fucking dozer. You're not running a front end loader. You're not an operator. You're a driver. So you're an owner driver, okay? You're not an owner operator, because the operator part has to do with your operating authority, okay? So you own your operating authority. See, I would still, if I went and decided to rent a truck from Penske, I'd still be an owner operator because of my operating authority, right? So I could rent a truck from anybody, run it under my own numbers. I'm an owner operator. I could do that. Okay. Why are we free in Bugs Bunny? Why are we free in a RD? Is RD? What are you talking about, Bugs? Anyway, that said, now Those guys at Advanced, is it Advanced? They were at Advanced, or no? Someone tell me what the fuck was that last company that dipshit fucking not a coach and all his fucking buddies over there. What company they were at? That Advanced is a different company he was at a long time ago. Ardor. So anyway, Ardor, yeah. So you're saying I'm not an owner op? No, you're an owner driver. So, but there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So when they were at Ardor, Coach. Okay, so Coach had his own operating authority, and he was enthralled. He liked the fuel card he had apparently at when he was with Spectre, because Spectre has that nasty card. And so I'm thinking that they all had that nasty card, right? Am I right in that, or am I wrong? Did they have a different card for fuel card? They were using their own fuel cards, right? Am I right? Get to the point. I'm getting to the point, Boggs. You're just going to have to hang in there. Am I right on that? They had nasty cards anyway. They all had their own fuel cards. And Ardor told them, no, you cannot use your own fuel card. You have to use our fuel card. Otherwise, we're not putting that fuel into your IFTA, and we're not doing the IFTA on your fuel card. Okay, which means they couldn't do IFTA, so they had to use Ardor's fuel card. Well, if they were an owner operator, they could use whatever fuel card they want, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's covered. Now, back when I was with, I got a bone to pick with you, Randy Spears. That place, it ain't it. Okay. So I got to when I was back at Quality, what a lot of us were doing is we were Quality had Pilot Flying J. That was their fuel stops. But a lot of us were going to mom and pops and stuff like that and getting it cheaper, because our fuel discount at Pilot Flying J was only like 6%. And I know for a fact they were getting more because I was told they were getting more, and they just kept, half of the fucking fuel surcharge. Now, they did have a very interesting, or the discount, the card discount, I mean. They did have a very interesting fuel surcharge because it didn't fluctuate per gallon. Okay, you got cents per mile, and but you got it loaded or empty. So when it was a percentage deal, but on top of the percentage, you also got a cents per mile. And you got that sense for, and there's a lot of, TC will tell you this, there's a lot of deadhead in tank. You even got that when you were deadhead. So it was a very interesting kind of fuel surcharge setup. It worked. But they told us, you have to go to our fuel stops. We're not going to do IFTA on fuel stops that, unless it's in our network, which is Pilot Flying J. And so we had to stop. We had to fuel at the Pilot Flying J's. Okay? Now, a true owner-operator can go in there and just fuel wherever you want. The reason I'm telling you all this is because it's the control issue that they were having, they were dealing with. You were controlled. So you weren't a fucking owner-operator. You were basically, and this is an interesting point made, because he thinks BOC's breaking the law and should go to jail for this deal, the way he does things. But you are like a 1099 employee. I wanted to ask Narc. Now, Narc is a mechanic. Narc buys his own tools, I'm sure. My dad bought his own tools. He was a mechanic all his life. I'm pretty sure my dad was a W-2 employee. I'm pretty sure Narc was a W-2 employee. But they bought their own tools. Now, if you're working for a company and you don't have your own numbers, this truck is your tool, right? So it might be, maybe, yeah, you should be a W-2 employee. And Boggs said that only about the guys working for BOC, but it might be for anybody that's leased on to a carrier. I don't know. See, are you following me where I'm going with this, though? Let that sink in for a minute. Now, a big part of this argument last night, and I don't know if it was this morning. No, it wasn't this morning. It was yesterday. Was that Team Tiny got his 1099 on supposedly the net. And I was thinking about that this morning. And it's like, no, he got it on the gross. His gross pay is what BOC said his gross pay is. Team Tiny's net comes after his deductions. His deductions are his truck repairs, his hotels, meals, that kind of shit. That's the amount after his deductions is his net. Okay. The big argument is that a lot of guys in there were saying this that own their trucks and are leased to companies. I'm paying for the fuel. No, you're not. Let me explain. I have 2 fuel cards right here. I got this one. I got this one. On these 2 fuel cards, it has my company name on them. So it comes every week. Every week, those 2 companies deduct fuel out of my bank account. I'm paying for my own fuel. Okay? I'm paying for my fuel. It comes directly out of my bank account, my company's. Cards are under the company name. My bank account is in the company name. If I leased you onto me, I would give you one of those fuel cards, okay? And that fuel card would not have your name on it. It would have my name on it. The money is coming out of my company account. I'm paying for the fuel. And the other little shit also, the tolls, all that shit comes out of my company account. Okay? So I'm paying it. If you're running for me, it's not coming out of your account. You're not paying for it. I am. Okay? Let that sink in for a minute. Your gross pay would be what I said it was. Okay? What I 1099 you for, which you don't have to do anymore, I guess, anyway, but that's your gross pay. Okay? That's just what it is. No matter what you think. All these companies might be doing it wrong because they're doing this pass the expenses through to the driver and say the driver is paying them. The driver's name is not on that card. Okay? Because companies aren't going to let you run for them with your own card. Found that out with Not a Coach because they were trying that and Arter put a stop to it. Why? Because Arter's the one that deals with the fuel. They want you running their card because the more people they've got running their card, the bigger discount and stuff like that. That's why this here fucking card, okay, that I showed you says XPO Logistics on it because I'm running XPO's fuel card. Guys will run, Schneider fuel card. They'll run JB Hunt fuel card. You're running this company fuel card like this. It's so the company has more trucks that are buying fuel under the company's name. They can negotiate a bigger discount. That's what's going on with that. But unless you're walking into the truck stop with a wad of fucking $1,000, putting it on the fucking counter, telling them turn on pump number 5, or you're handing them your personal credit card with your name on it, or your personal fuel card with your name on it, well, then you ain't paying for the fuel. The company whose name is on that card is paying the fuel. And I don't mean like XPO. I mean, unless you're leased to XPO. I mean, because it says my company's name LLC on that card. That's who's paying for the fuel. The person whose name is on that card. Do you understand? So BOC, what it sounds like he did is figured, I'm paying the fuel. All this stuff is in my name. I'm not going to charge back the drivers or anything like that. It's just, 94%, this much fuel, this much cost deducted, and that's what your gross pay is. Because you're not paying for fuel. You're not paying those things. The company is. All that stuff them bigger fucking companies are doing, and most every company except for apparently BOC, is that those guys are just, it's a paperwork game. It's a numbers game is all it is. They're putting the onus on that driver. It doesn't have to be, because it comes out as a wash, because all the fuel you buy is a tax write-off anyway. So it doesn't matter one way or another. But I do believe that BOC, if you really got down to it and looked at it, might be the only person that's actually doing it the right way, because he's not shifting no numbers down and shifting numbers off on a driver saying, oh, he's paying it. BOC's just like, no, I'm paying it. It's coming off my fuel card. It's coming out of my account. I'm the one paying it. What do you think, TC? My UCR? My Steven, what's going on? You $22.90, but that's a heavy vehicle use tax. That's for the truck, not the other stuff. Owner, driver, independent contractor, yeah. Or 1099 employee, because that's what TC was saying. That's what they're trying to do with this, the HB5 or whatever it is. It's like, yeah, because all these guys, it's just fucking shuffling paperwork. And when you think about it, what BOC did is actually not shady, but what all these companies are doing is kind of fucking shady. And I don't think anybody's ever sat down and thought about it, except maybe BOC, who said that's kind of fucking shady. I'm going to do it like this. It's coming out of my account. I'm paying for it. And so I'm going to pay you 94% minus, what I have to spend in fuel and all this other stuff. Which is still a fair fucking deal. And that's maybe why he pays more, is because he don't have to hire a bunch of people or spend a bunch of fucking time sitting there making out fucking fuel reports and all this horse shit for drivers who think they're owner operators when they're not really. Streamlines the process, if you ask me. And the more I think about it, the more I think it's kind of a good idea. The problem is it's not what has been done, so it's hard to get people to understand how it works. But that's might be how it should fucking work. What place ain't it? The place where you go eat, Randy. It ain't it. I went over there. The place you told me about, I went over there. I actually drove a truck over there because I seen they had truck parking. I thought, well, I'll park over here. It's a dust bowl. So got my brand new washed truck, all fucking dusty, and I had to come over here and blow all the fucking dirt off the truck. But the food wasn't very good. And the shake was good, but I guess if you don't, if you say you want a thick shake, then they don't put as much milk in it, and they fill it to like that far below the rim of the fucking cup. It's like kind of a ripoff. But anyway, as a dispatch driver, not an owner op. Well, yeah, the 1099. It's no different than a mechanic. Now, a mechanic goes and buys his own tools and goes to work and works in a shop. And is he a private contractor? Is he an independent contractor, or is he an employee? Windsard is, if that company was in California or one of them other states where they're doing that HB5 shit, might not be able to be classified as an independent contractor because he's leased on. He doesn't have his own operating authority. It's a weird thing that has just recently come up, and I don't know what the fuck Connecticut's doing, and maybe that's why Tiny did, or BOC did it the way he did, is because he's got to deal with that bullshit too, and that's how he has to deal with it. I don't know, but it is not typically the way people have done it. But now I wonder if they've ever been doing it correctly or not. And everybody that comes along just kind of mimics the way, like let's say they worked at Prime, and then they went and got their own truck, their operating authority, and then they got some drivers, and they just do it the way Prime did it, because it's just the way it was done. But maybe everybody was doing it wrong. I don't know. Maybe that's what the 87,000 fucking new fucking IRS agents with guns are for. They're going to go after trucking companies. Who knows? If you don't file your own 2290 UCR MC150 and do your own IFTA, no, you're not an owner operator. Yeah, I could say that. Not so much 2290, because 2290s, like I said before, is heavy use tax. So that's just on the truck, and that's part of owning the truck. So you own the truck, you have to file your own 2290. Who does your plates, Windsard? I'll just watch the replay and fast forward. Well, who the fuck are you, dude? Go ahead. I don't care. Steven Baxter, what's up, brother? Trucking with T-Bone. Pretty sure he was pushing the RTS card. Oh, that's right. RTS. One of those cards I showed you, guess what? That was RTS. It's not that great. Okay? It's not that great. And they'll give a card to anybody. I was talking to him literally about getting a card when I was at Quality, but then I found out that I had to get my own IFTA, and that was the thing. Is she told me, well, you got to get your own IFTA if you want to fuel at those places. So, and my bookkeeper told me about the RTS card, so I got the RTS. We talked to him about getting the RTS card anyway. And then I found out, at least in my state, it's like a major pain in the fucking ass to get your IFTA under your name if you're not holding the DOT number. So I don't know about other states, but Arizona, my state, it was like I started talking to them about it, and it was like they couldn't figure out why I was doing it. So it was like a big pain in the ass. Pretty sure. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, it was the RTS card. Uh, what's up, Jay Cordova? Help, Inspector. Yes. What's up? Dying Breed. Been a while. I ain't heard from you for a while. I hope you hurry up before I die from natural causes. Fucking, I don't know who the fuck Jeremy is, but oh, he's a funny guy, isn't he? He's a funny fucking guy. My business account, yes. Deducting it. I pay for fuel. That in my company name. You pay, so you have your own fuel card in your company name, not the company you're leased to, but your company's name. You're running your own personal fuel card. It says Fat Pat on that card. It makes IFTA easier too. TJ, what's going on? Tiny says makes IFTA easier too. Well, if BOC is doing it himself, paying for the fuel and doing that stuff, yeah, I suppose it would be. I suppose it would be. You're better off with the BOC method. I think so too, because in the end it comes out the same. It's just going to be easier on you and your tax people, so you might pay less. And who knows what the fuck is going to happen down the road where they're saying, well, this is just paperwork. This guy ain't paying for his fuel. Oh, dang. This cup don't hold much. I'll tell you that. T21, what's up, man? Negatory. Yes, pository, TC, pository. Suppository, TC, suppository. Team Tiny's name wasn't on the fuel card, so Team Tiny wasn't paying the fuel. BOC was paying the fuel. Uh-oh, I might spill this. I cannot type my response right now. No response needed. Who are you, Jeremy? Yes, yes, yes. See, I remember someone used to go into people's live feeds and say, give me your inch, give me your inch. And it was John Finich. Are you John Finich? Wait, show the front of your truck again. My truck? Why? Why do you want me to show me the front of the truck? I told you this is going to give TC an aneurism. He don't wind up pulling over just to type fucking long fucking sentences to try and fuck, because he's going to argue this. But there ain't no arguing it. You're using the fuel, okay? You're using the fuel, but you're not buying it. You're not going in there with money. You're not going in with a card with your name. Well, apparently Pat is. Pat's going in there with his own fuel card. Is the IFTA sticker under your name, Pat, too? Or, they just give a shit about you giving them fuel receipts so they can do IFTA or what? Just flip the camera, for fuck's sakes. It's the same truck. Okay. Just sit your. They pay IFTA, so they just want a fuel receipt. That's fine. That's fine. So you're paying for your fuel, see, and that is if you're an independent contractor, they can't tell you You have to use my fuel card, and they can't tell you, um, they aren't paying for your fuel. You're paying for your own fuel, right? Just sit there in your wrongness. TC, what I just say. If you're an independent contractor, you're paying for your own fuel. You have your own fuel card. The money is coming out of your bank account. You're paying it, not not someone else. That fuel, when I was at Quality, that fuel never came out of my fucking bank account. Not once. Quality bought that fuel. I used the fuel. They claimed I bought it, but I didn't buy it. They because money never changed hands. I never, it wasn't my name on anything. It was Quality's name on that fuel receipt, not my name. You see, TC. You see. I mean, I know you're going to refuse to fucking accept what I've told you, but I think it's pretty much, yeah. Yeah, when you were wherever you were leased on, you weren't paying for the fuel. You were just using the fuel. You were putting the fuel in the truck, and you were using their card to pay for the fuel. Their card. So they were buying the fuel. Didn't come out of your account, came out of their account. Coach will be gone by the end of the year. Bet anything on it. That won't be 6 months by the end of the year, but there's a good chance. 3 to 6 months between that time. Pretty sure they can't use that RTS card over there at that whatever fucking ego company. And Windsor says 45 days max. So anyway, TC, God damn it, BOC might actually be one of the very only people that are actually doing it the right way. Well, sounds like the outfit Pat drives for is doing it the right way because he can pay for his own fuel out of his own fucking bank account. His name's on the card, it comes out of his bank account. Pat's paying for his own fuel. And then he pays the carrier he's at. I won't say what carrier you're at, Pat, but he pays the carrier he's at a certain percentage for keeping the books and carrying the IFTA and probably the IRP, I suppose. I don't guess you have your own IRP or IFTA, right, Pat? And I pay IFTA, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, what else we got going on? Don't never listen to Randy Spears when he gives you advice on where to go eat. When he says this place has these great big burgers, they're great. It wasn't, and I had their mac and cheese too, and I don't fucking the noodles weren't all the way done, and the cheese. I mean, I guess it tasted like cheese, but it was like white and runny. It was like milk or something. The fries would have been good at that place, Randy, but they were cold. So that was a fail also. It was just an all around fail. Plus, my truck got dirty and I had to sit here, come back over here where there's pavement, and then take out the blowgun, fucking hook my air hoses up, blow off the outs. And I missed topping the air cleaners here, and that pisses me off. Blow off the top of blow the fucking dirt off of my truck, for fuck's sakes. It sucked. No IRP, no MC150, no UCR. So they take care of all that shit for you, which you pay them out of that percentage to do, but you pay for your own fuel. In all actuality, you should probably be running your own IRP plate and all of that too, because you can't really go anywhere. If they get mad at you, they take their IRP plate, and you're kind of stuck unless, like me, I had another plate. Um, and I don't even know how the legality of that, but Arizona decided I had to register the truck when I titled the truck, so I had to get a plate for the truck. Now, after I left stupid Landstar, I was able to get a rebate or a refund on the rest of what that plate was. It was only like 6 months or so. Refund on that plate, and it went towards my first IRP plate. Or, no, they issued me a check for the refund. That's right. They issued me a check for the refund. Yes, IRP plant dam. What? Plants. They're making him play for plants. Pat's got fucking ferns hanging from the ceiling of his truck and shit. You know, roses in the sleeper and all this shit. That's a shame. That place is usually good, Randy says. I don't know, man. They failed for me. It sucked. And I had that burger. It sounded really good too, but some pickle burger or something they had was supposed to have, but goddamn, it was little, man. It was the size of like fucking McDonald's double cheeseburger, and it had bacon on it. And then they're supposed to have these pickles on it and this special sauce, and I didn't taste none of that. So I don't know. It was kind of a fucked up thing. Yes, on IRP. Yes, on IRP. What? So you've got your own IRP? Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, that's that chick I saw her in James Best live feed, right? Someone's live feed I saw her in there. Welcome, Shannon. I don't know if you're gonna stick around or what, but we always give the girls wrenches in here so that they can defend themselves. Although, since it seems like I'm giving everybody fucking wrenches, it doesn't really hold much power. But I guess if some fucking troll comes in here, you can fucking take care of them if they go after you. And that's the whole point. Because the regular people that are in this channel don't harass women and troll women and shit like that. Tiny's my buddy, man. Me and Tiny broke bread. Although I will tell you this, Tiny kind of gypped out on me because he bought me fucking meatloaf. And, you know, he goes out with other people and takes them to nice steakhouses and shit, you know, and all of that. And they have drinks and, you know, all that good shit. And I get fucking Pilot Flying J meatloaf. So he kind of skimped on me. But that's okay. I'm grateful. He didn't even have to buy me nothing. Tiny's a good guy. He's fun to hang out with. I like Tiny. Now, Tiny, don't start. Okay. Okay. We'll get out here on the road and fucking we'll meet up. Tell you what, let's meet up over at Walcott, and we'll go into Walcott. Have you ever been to Walcott, Tiny? And we'll get some of that good Iowa corn-fed beef they got in there and fucking good shit. We'll have some nice steaks, and by God, we'll munch down. And hells to the yeah. They don't serve drinks in there, though. You just mess with Tiny? Tiny's my boy. I like Tiny. Okay, so anyway, now y'all know that fucking TC's driving down the road right now at work because he can't put responses in the fucking comments. And he's just fucking losing his shit right now. I'm gonna bet you $10. Fucking TC is gonna make a video when next time he gets stopped or whatever, and he's gonna be drinking fucking both hands. He's gonna have that fucking Coke Zero and just screaming, and face is gonna be red and shit, just mad as a motherfucker. You watch. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right, TC? No, never been the Dell me on me before end of 2022. On before the end of 22, so we can hit the tax write-off. Tiny. Oh shit! Because we'll sit there and we'll talk about trucking, and then that's that's a business dinner. So you think Coach has a good deal? No, I think that company is probably a pretty fucking shady outfit. I mean, goddamn, it's another one of them fucking companies owned by the Russian mob. I mean, I never even heard of them until, a few years ago. I don't know how long they've been around. I shouldn't say that though. Because at least they're not Turkish. Right, Tiny? NFG gang will get that joke. But yeah, this APU outfit. Okay, I'm gonna review this APU. So overall, I like it. I have my fuel economy coming down here on this load that I'm on right now. I deliver in the morning. I was getting 6.2 miles per gallon. Now I know a lot of you are like, Jesus Christ, 6.2. Goddamn, I get fucking 8. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I was getting 6.2 miles per gallon. Now, for some reason, my fucking radiator, you guys remember I just put a fucking radiator in this truck like at the beginning of the year? For some reason, that is now leaking. And I don't know why yet. But I got some of that radiator seal shit, right? And I let that truck run yesterday. This truck run yesterday for 3 or 4 fucking hours, right? I dropped from 6.2 down to 6.0, idling for like 4 or 5 hours to get the heat up, to get that stuff, to get it to stop leaking. It did work. I used this shit here. It's called K-Seal. See it? It's a fucking tiny little fucking bottle, but the shit in there is thick goop. But got that at O'Reilly's. They say use 2 bottles for heavy duty vehicles, right? Which large, and so I used 2 bottles, and it quit leaking. It don't leak now. It ain't leaking no more. So I don't know though. I'm talking to my wife. My wife's excited. Oh, good, it's working. It's like, well, yeah, but I don't necessarily know if I trust it. Which is why I have 2 more bottles. In case it starts leaking again, I want to get it home so I can get in there and figure out. I'm going to be going home, and I'll be home the 26th. And so I'll figure out then what is going on, and I might wind up replacing the radiator again, which doesn't fucking thrill me. But now that I've done it once, I know how to do it, so it should go pretty slick. As long as I don't fucking destroy my uh, my evaporator again for the AC, it'll be good. Yes, it's a green. Didn't you see the cup? Can't you read that? Anyway, yeah. So I'm so yeah. My fuel economy went way up, and I'm running it. I'm fucking. It's fucking great, dude. Because the truck, I can sit with the truck with the lights on and truck all night, no problem. Because that way, at night, no one's gonna fucking back into me. They can see the truck there. The engine stays hot. The oil stays warm. You know, I don't have to sit there and fire truck up, let it idle, warm up in the morning, like if I had it off or something. And it's great. I love it. I really do. It's a good APUs are really good. I wish I would have bought an APU when I bought the truck. I wish I'd have had it included with the fucking truck, but I didn't really know what was going on with the APUs back then. I was like, well, I don't need one of them. I wish I'd have done it back then, but I didn't. But anyway, so I think fucking trucks, unless they're for local use, should come standard with fucking APUs on them. You go into the dealership to buy the truck, and it's like, okay, which truck you want? You put your down payment on it, and they ask you, what kind of APU do you want? And they put the APU you want on the truck. That's what I think should be done. But my fuel mileage is going up like 2 miles per gallon, you know? Because every night I could be like, I'd be running whatever mile per gallon, 5, sit overnight, wake up in the morning, and I'm at 4. I lose a mile per gallon running the truck overnight. And that's only on a fucking 10-hour break. That's back. So when rates were good, I was trying to hump it as hard as I could. I wouldn't take more than a 10-hour break. 10 hours, man, boom, I was fucking on the clock again. Now, things are slowed down, so you're sitting longer, so you're using even more fuel. So, yeah, the APU is great. Love it. Love it. Now, the problem I have with the green APU, you can't hear it, but it doesn't maintain a steady idle. It has like a high idle and a low idle. And I think it's when the AC compressor kicks on. And it'll sit there. See, it just changed. And because it dropped the RPMs dropped. So it goes, man, man. And it'll do that fucking all night long. And it's kind of fucking irritating. I don't like it. That's the downside to that APU. The other downside is all them people there were really good. It only took a half a day to put it on. I mean, I talked to goddamn Carrier, and they're like, yeah, it'll take us 2 weeks to do it. Like 2 weeks? Jesus Christ. Yeah. So you got to take and drop your truck off down there for 2 weeks. Like, fuck. So I never really took the time to get one because of that. Half a day, and it was done. And they bought me dinner or lunch. And I swear to God, I asked them, I was like, well, what do you guys, it was an Italian restaurant that made burgers too. And I'm like, well, what do you recommend? And he says, I like this burger here. Comes with a salad. I'm like, okay. This fucking burger, I swear to God, is the biggest burger I have ever fucking ate. It was fucking enormous. That's all I ate all day. I couldn't eat nothing else. And I couldn't eat the salad because the salad is like, it comes in this big ass fucking container. Some other driver come in And he was getting an APU something or other done or something. And it's like, I told him, I was like, hey man, if you're hungry, that salad right there is my salad. I don't know if you eat salads or not, but I ain't going to eat it. So if you want it, have at it. Well, he's like, nah. And then I left. And I came back up a while later. And he's like, I ate your salad. I'm like, that's cool, man. I wasn't going to eat it. You know, it was ginormous salad. So it's like, fuck, man. But it pissed me off because when it came time to pay him, and I give them my credit card, they're like, it's going to be a 3% charge fee for using the credit card. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're charging me $13,000 for this fucking APU. And on top of that, you're going to charge me $350 or whatever the fuck it was for using my fucking credit card? Well, we take cash. I was like, I don't fucking carry around fucking $3,000. Well, we take a check. I was like, I don't have that money on fuck because I wasn't going to write a check. I don't have that money on the check. I have the money for it on the credit card. I'm going to use the credit card. And the cocksuckers charged me fucking $300 to use the credit card. So that pissed me off. But other than those two things, I was pretty happy with dealing with them, and I was pretty happy with fucking APU. So there we go on that. But that's why also I'm not giving them a review on their website. Because she asked me, she gave me this T-shirt they give if you give them a review. So will you give me a review? Give me a review. And then she gave me the T-shirt. And I was like, yeah, I'll give you a review. Because I have her card too. So I figured that what it is you take the picture of the fucking weird little thingy. You know what I'm talking about. That thing. And then, it's supposed to take you to their web. Well, the fucking one on her card don't work. It says that when I do it, it says, what is it? That whatever is expired or whatever. So it's like, well, the fuck. And I ain't making a video. If you go to their website, you'll see that Sammy's there or is it Sammy? I think Sammy and fucking Jess Truckin are on there with videos. And so I'm not going to because of the fucking charging me for that fucking credit card, I will not do a fucking green APU fucking review fucking video just in itself. Because I'm not happy with that. But they gave me a fucking gallon of oil for my first oil change, and they gave me filters for my first oil change and shit like that. So, all in all, pretty happy. Put that in coolant. REA. Put that in coolant. Res, yeah, I did. Well, no, I already did, Tiny. I put 2 of them in there already. That's why my fuel mileage dropped by like 0.2 of a mile yesterday, because I was running the truck so I got the radiator is not the fucking standard radiator, is the aluminum plastic fucking piece of shit radiators. It's only a 2-core radiator. So I went and put an all metal 4-core radiator in. And so getting the truck hot can be kind of tough to do. So it's like, I'm not sure. After 5 hours, the truck never got over 180, and I don't know if the goddamn thing even fucking got in there or not. If the fucking what do you call it, opened up? I don't know. But it stopped leaking. That's the point. It stopped leaking. So Good news. It'll get me home. Let me look. It might be just maybe the hose isn't something's leaking or on with the hose or something. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I couldn't fucking get like. See, I can't fit myself under the fucking front of the truck because the bumper is too low. So I had my kid do it, and I'm hoping he did it. Yeah, I don't know if maybe he didn't do it right. I don't know. Or we reused the fucking hose. So maybe I just need to replace that hose. I don't know. When we get home, we'll take a look in there and see exactly where it's coming from. Because maybe there's a hole in the radiator now. Had issues with that, if you remember that story. I'm not going to go over it again. 2 miles per gallon. Yeah, it'll pay for itself in 6 months the way you run. Yeah, it's gonna pay for itself very quickly. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it at all. An egg does the same thing. Really? Well, I'm not going to trust that idea at all. Not putting an egg in the fucking radiator. May want to do a flush before you switch it. Says, I know what you're saying. It does say this stuff that you don't need to flush it. It's because it says leave it in the engine for future sealing. I know that in the old days, the stop leak, if it never seemed like it worked very well, it was people might not have used it properly. It seemed like it always wanted to uh, gunk up your fucking temperature fucking thing. So I don't know. I'm not really a fan of stop leak, but this stuff is kind of different. So I don't know. Maybe it works different. I don't know. If it gets me home, fine, but I still don't know if I trust it. So I might still be replacing the radiator again. I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, if I did do it, I would drain. I don't know if I'd flush. I'd certainly drain it all drain out the antifreeze and replace with fresh new. I'm going tri-pack next. Don't trust the green APU. Did you have because BOC's not having good luck with his, or you have a green APU on yours, or what? I mean, your a don't you have? Didn't you get an APU when you got the truck? Are you having problems with that? I mean, yours ain't that fucking old. Your APU might be cursed, T-Bone. No deal. Uh-oh. What's wrong with T-Bone's fucking? Did I miss it? Did you say? You having fucking problems with it? Now see, Jeremy, no one saw that, but well, most everybody saw it. T-Bone didn't see it. I just said, Earl, it's a fucking lot of money, dude. Seriously. Uh, when I was pricing them this spring, they were like a couple grand more than the other ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. I like it a lot. I just think I think it should idle lower, and so I'm going to check in doing that. I opened it up just this morning and looked and saw that it looks like there's a fucking idle thing there, and so I might see about slowing it down because this is. I mean, like I have insomnia, so I take fucking melatonin to go to sleep, and so it doesn't bother me. But I'm sure it bothers everybody else in the world. I mean, I just park next to reefers and shit. Fuck them, right? Payback. What's up, Marty? Could you imagine the prices of repairs in 10 years from now? Yep, I sure can, Marty. It's gonna fucking suck. He sure is grumpy. Who, me? No. That's funny. that's that's the sound that they appease me. Because you can't hear it, can you? This fucking mic works good. For how often these APUs break, you almost need two on one truck. I don't know if they break all that much. Do they break all that much? Is it people not taking care of them or something? Or I mean, what? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I hope mine don't break. You know, I know people's do break. I do know this. Okay, fucking, I can maintain it myself, so I don't have to worry about taking it in somewhere to get it maintained. I can change fucking oil and filters and shit like that. But it will be easier because they don't just up there install APUs. They install APUs plus they have a fucking regular shop where they actually work on trucks and shit. I mean, it's a big fucking place, dude. It's a whole thing. They have two buildings, um, whole property. I mean, they got shit going on over there. So it'd be easy to get the truck into like to their place. How hard is it to get a load to fucking Chicago? Not hard at all. I mean, they don't have. I guess they have repair places all over, but to be honest with you, I'd probably just get a load to Chicago, go up there to their place, and tell them, "Hey, the fucking shit's broke. Fix it." And it's under a 2-year warranty, so I think it's 2 years. Now, I just had a lot of issues with the TriPack, and their service takes forever. And that's what I've heard, both about the Thermo King and the fucking the other one, Carrier. It takes a long fucking time, and it's hard to get in there to get them fixed. So, belts, filters, and oil every 9 to 12 months, you'll be fine. It's on, it's on 1,000 hours. So, whatever 1,000 hours is. I mean, I looked at the thing a couple of days ago, and I'm at 100 hours. So, I'm not sure, how long it'll take. I fucking don't idle this truck no more though. If it's going to be longer than just you know, like longer than 10, maybe 15 minutes, I'll shut the truck off and start the fucking APU. Fuck it. I got I don't know who that is, but that's fucking funny. Yep. Randy's loading and rolling. Get her done, Randy. Loading on a Sunday. Goddamn. Look at you go. So, their cup full of ice holds 10 ounces because it's a 20 full ounce bottle, and I filled that cup twice. So it's kind of a small cup. That's about it. So I don't really have anything else going on, man. Uh, um, yeah, and um, and and I got that far and was like, I'm gonna screenshot this shit. Didn't even watch the rest of the video. So we all await fucking Boggs' response video. I'm sure it'll be entertaining as fuck. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. If you're not if you're not subscribed, just do me a favor and subscribe. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up, man, and give me a ring the bell. I don't go live that often, but for those of you that are new around here, like Amanda or whatever her name was. Marty, I'm sure there are. I don't know who they are, but I mean, I don't know if they might be a good company. I don't fucking know. I don't know nothing about them, but it just seems kind of weird. It's just, another one of these fucking, which that's what got me started on the fucking green APU shit because they're like Russian mafia too. But it's another one of them fucking Russian mafia companies from out of fucking Chicago area, right? There's all kinds of them now, and they're just doing all kinds of shit. I mean, hey, they're finding ways of doing things that are not what we're used to, and that doesn't mean it's wrong or illegal. It just means it's not traditionally a traditionally run trucking company from good old boy in the South or whatever, and I mean, those guys fucked you over too. I mean, Christ's sakes, fucking JB Hunt, Schneider, Swift, US Express, they're all shit companies to work for. But yet here we are, these guys are doing it a little different, fucking doing this. We're like, well, what the fuck are they doing? They're a shit company. All right, well, maybe they are a shit company, but maybe they are not a shit company, but what is a shit company? I don't know. If you're making money, you can make money at any company. You can make money in any kind of program or anything like that. It all comes down to you got to freaking work, okay? And that's what a lot of guys have problems with is they don't work. Um, well, let's. I mean, not a coach has a problem because he don't work, right? So it don't matter what company he goes to, you know, there's going to be a problem because he don't fucking work. And so who knows if that company's good or not? You can't go by what he's fucking doing. Shannon's making lunch. What are you making for lunch? And stuff like that. I'm missing something here. Oh, okay. And stuff like that. I don't get it. What are you talking about, Timo? They have a couple of fatality accidents. So does Werner. So does every company. Not every company, but a lot of companies. My company don't have no fatality accidents. Hopefully we never will. IUS. Sorry, mom company. You tried for me. Okay. Probably a steak salad. Well, that does kind of sound good. Not really. Anything salad sounds terrible to me. I eat salads because it helps me poop, and that's about the only reason I eat a salad occasionally. I hate salads. Fucking terrible. Terrible fucking. We shouldn't. I don't know. I hate salads. Salads suck. The taste of lettuce. I hate the taste of fucking lettuce. It's terrible. See, who is that? Star Landair. Land Air by Star? No, I don't. I need them like maybe once a week. That's it. This, things start when things start when it becomes a bit of a strain. Eat a salad. You're good for the rest of the week, right? I have truck you drive. Oh, tacos! Please tell me it's not those goddamn. See, I can talk about the food. It's not make me hungry. I mean, I did get filled up on Randy's crap burgers over here, but yeah. Papa John's has thin crust pizzas. I think I'm gonna have pizza tonight. I do not like the Papa John's normal crust, but I'm gonna try their thin crust tonight. Make sure they don't nothing green is on that pizza too. By the way, tell me though that those tacos. Tell me it's not that Tex-Mex shit. Please tell me it's not Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex is the worst. Fuck. I've made tacos in the truck before. Remember back in when some of you were followed my Instagram back when I had an Instagram, and I made tacos during the. I think it was during the. Yeah, it was during the COVID shit. I stopped at Walmart, got the shit out there in Nebraska. They had that Walmart that was open. I stopped out there and got all the fucking shit for tacos and made tacos. But anyway, all right, we're down to 13 people, so people are bored now, and we ain't really got much more to say. So I want to thank you all for stopping by. TC, I look forward to your response video. And hey, we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.